All right, folks, welcome to Blaine, Minnesota. Getting ready to kick off the U13 Girls top tier group here. I don't know what color they're called, but this is the top group for U13. We've got the Minnesota Thunder Academy, the #1 seed in the group, playing against the #2 seed, Minnesota Eclipse Maplebrook. I'm joined here with Jimmy Schneider.
Great to be here, Rob. I'm excited. I like the setup here we have. We're up on the top of a dirt mound. I don't want to call it a hill, but we're up.
Man-made.
It's man-made. We could have brought in a bulldozer before the game to get us up here, but yeah, we got rocks holding the umbrella above the goal. So yeah, ready to go here. Excited.
Once again, cameraman Chris Kashmarzinski. We don't have a big enough umbrella for all three. We've got our stats guy Ethan Schneider.
Shout out to Ethan. Ethan, say hello.
He's
big hello, Ethan.
Big hello.
He's sitting out in the rain. He's got a hood on. And we're going to do our best to bring this to you underneath an umbrella. It looks like the teams are waiting for the referees to take the field here.
We have offered Ethan, the stats guy, an umbrella. He said no. I want to be out in the conditions just like the team. He just wants to feel it. He wants to understand the stats and kind of go with what feel what they're feeling out there. So
that's a tough guy move.
Tough guy move. He's a tough guy.
Yeah, well, we're getting ready here for tip-off here. So these two teams met yesterday morning, first game of the tournament. Minnesota Thunder Academy was able to win that game 5-1. Maplebrook did score, or I call Maplebrook. It's Minnesota Eclipse Maplebrook. It was a penalty shot, so they did get a PK goal. So we'll see how things go this game. It was a pretty physical game last time. There was a lot of fouls. There was, I think, maybe one yellow card given. So we'll see how these two teams come out and play today. Right now, Maplebrook with possession inside the box. Fritz chests that down, and it's cleared away by AJ. Not a bad vantage point from up here. Get a little elevation for you. It's going to be a lot easier to see when the ball's on this half. Hopefully we don't play too much down here this half. But, of course, MTA went 3-0 to get to this point, win that 1 seed. And Maplebrook, after dropping the opening game to MTA, came back and had a couple close wins. 2-0 over Minnesota Rush and 1-0 over TC Fire earlier today. So they're battle-tested, Jimmy, ready for the rematch between these two teams.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what this is all about. Unfortunately, I had to leave a little bit early at halftime of the first time we played this team. I think when I left it was maybe 1 or 2-0. So excited to see a full half of both these teams battling it out. It sounds like it got a little bit feisty in the second half, which nothing wrong with that. Two teams competing. So let's hopefully we can put some goals on the board early here. So it looks like a foul for free kick for MTA.
I know Chris Kashmarzinski is liking just the looks of the official. Center official looks official. That ball is played by Riley, gets away from Lou. I keep calling him Maplebrook because of the red. Minnesota Eclipse. Of course, the story there was Eclipse and Maplebrook kind of combined, and now they're known as Minnesota Eclipse, I believe. So here's some action at the top of the 18. Ball squirts out. Fritz runs up on it, takes a touch out to Kashmarzinski. Kashmarzinski, one of those girls being called out on social media, wanting a piece of her. So Evie, we'll see how she responds. We expect big things. Physical presence, great technical player. And such a cute dog named Pebbles as well.
Evie, the master of the Dipsy-Doo? What's that called?
No, Razzle McDazzle.
Razzle McDazzle.
Razzle McD, as we've shortened it up to. So hopefully her sister Ella's tuning in here. Doubt she made the trip in the rain, but maybe she's up and about. Heard she had a late night last night. All right, Thunder scrambling to get possession here. Ellen back to Skylar. Dispossessed, but it finds the foot of Newarth. She's bodied off. Oh, this is going to be one of those games. We got a lot of physical challenge. There's a big, and she steps over. That should be a card. Stepped right over the player. Extended the arm. Hopefully the ref keeps this in check because I don't like the way she stepped on top.
Yeah, that's the kid that did the first foul.
We do look like we have a seasoned ref, and I know Chris kind of called that out here early on. I don't know what makes him seasoned, but I'll tell you he's got a knee brace on. So it looks like he's Ref'd a few games in his day, and he made the correct call and a very firm call on that free kick for MTA there. So I like to see that.
Yeah,
Is that a knee brace or is it Brett Favre's copper fit?
Either way, Brett Favre's copper fit or a knee brace. Either way, it's some support. As a guy who's over 40 with a bad left knee like that guy, I'm gonna say I probably need one.
All right, Eclipse now on the throw-in. They gain possession in the middle of the field, turned over though, picked up by Skylar. Skylar with it now. Looking down the line for Lawrence. Lawrence in pursuit, being held up there a little bit. Cleared out by Eclipse, and that's gonna be a blue throw.
Rob, I don't know if the people at home can see it or not, but the rain, which was kind of a sprinkle, has now turned into a full-on downpour.
Yeah,
on top of the girls here. So
guessing they can see the drips on the umbrella here.
It is coming down. Ethan, again, our stats guy, just electing to go without the umbrella.
There's Fritz now, chest trap back to Hillens. Hillens up the middle, looking for Lawrence, just out of her reach. And the keeper's off her line to scoop that up. Forgot to start the clock here.
Are you guys live, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, so
There might be a delay. We're 6:20 showing live, so it could be a delay. There's a slip on the wet grass. Hillen steps up. Fritz coming in now to seal this off. Fritz is going to clear it out. That's not going to make it, though, as Cash Marzinski hustles in. She's going to turn that out for a goal kick. Good
it's a solid goal kick.
Jimmy, sorry about that, folks, if you got a little volume shock there. Jimmy's helping encourage the ref. She made the right call there. Eclipse was negotiating for a corner.
They were actually negotiating hard.
We got a beautiful all pink top and bottom kit here on our keeper this weekend, Abby Schneider.
As she's known at Starbucks by.
Yeah, I should probably clarify that. She really goes by Addie, but when she's ordering her Starbucks, it's Abby. All right, Lou now with it, doing a little fancy dance there. That's out of bounds. It's going to go off of blue, and it'll be a red throw.
It's always fun when it's a rain game to be able to kind of look through the parents' umbrella choices and kind of see. We've got a lot of black and white umbrellas. We got one pretty American style, red, white, and blue going. We got Lou's dad sporting the Callaway golf umbrella. Looks like we got a soccer ball umbrella down there on the far side. Probably a Eclipse umbrella.
Yeah.
So good collection of umbrella colors that we got going on right now.
All right, Maplebrook is going to have their first corner kick here as that was chipped out. Looked like there was maybe time for one of the MTA kids to get there, but it rolled out of the inline, and we're going to have our first scoring opportunity here for Eclipse.
Looks like the referee's doing a little bit of a ball check. Satisfied with the ball they're playing with right now. Or actually, looks like he rolls it away. He literally threw the ball away.
Try to put it under the MTA tent there.
Right.
All right, so we're getting ready here for the service. Maplebrook with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players inside. They're being aggressive here, looking for a goal early. They get a foot on it. Schneider cleared away by Fritz on the near post. Addie asking her players to push up. Fritz jockeying now. Cleared out, and that's going to be another corner for the Maplebrook girls.
watch short. Evie up.
We're going to keep the camera here inside the 18. Here comes the service outside the 6. Brooke Hillens gets a first touch on it. Now Cash Marzinski pressuring, trying to prevent the turn. She does. Good play there by Cash up to Riley. Riley's first touch, though, not quite good enough, and that goes out of bounds for a red throw. Big throw there. Fritz trying to hold up her man. Newarth now trying to spin move in the middle of the field. She pulls it off, plays it up to Lawrence. Lawrence flick on to Lou. Cleared off that back line. Lou picks it up now. Played out wide to Audie. Hess with big ball through the lines. She's got Lawrence. Finds her on her feet. Now Lou and Lawrence. That's going to roll out of bounds. Looks like we're going to have our first corner of the day for the Thunder. Jimmy, how are you liking the game so far?
You know, outside of the last minute and a half where the Eclipse had the ball down on our end, I think we're dealing with some conditions here. The ball is definitely hard to control. MTA, I think, has the better of the possession thus far. They've definitely come to play from a physicality standpoint, knowing kind of the result of the last time these two teams played. So, we can put one. We had some success early this morning on some corner kicks, so hopefully we can repeat that here.
Ball cleared out by Eclipse. Lawrence in pursuit. Now Eclipse trying to clear. They do. Settled down by Audie Hess. She's going to leave it for AJ. AJ taking some space. Played over to Hillens, now to Fritz.
Good possession there by
Fritz
MTA.
now looking for some options. She's going to play it back to Hillens. Good settle there by Hillens. Over to AJ. AJ going to complete the switch over to Hess. Now Hess taking a little space. Plays it in the middle, looking for Lawrence. Good turn by Lawrence, cutting through to the 18. Nice defending there by Eclipse as they turn that away. Hess trying to prevent the turn, but it's a little late on the arrival. Nonetheless, MTA able to take possession. I believe that's Newarth. Of course, Audie and Ellen, good friends, both came over from Prior Lake this season. Two exceptional players. Lucky to have them on this squad. All right, big throw there off of Red, and we'll have a Navy throw.
At least for the moment, the rain has kind of died down a little bit here. We really were expecting a lot of rain earlier this morning, and ended up a pretty dry game this morning. Outside of, I would say, the first 5 to 10 minutes, it kind of dried off, and I think we'd all like to see that in this game as well. Sloppy games are never fun to watch. I think there's just a lack of possession. The ball slipping around already, all over the place, and just not as enjoyable to watch.
Well, based on the first game, we saw MTA is more of the possession team. So definitely, I'd say the weather conditions, the worse they are, the more they play into favor for Minnesota Eclipse. They've got some size and speed, so for them, playing more direct is probably the way they like to play, especially against a team like MTA where they're, like last game, they didn't have as much possession. So when you don't have the possession, sometimes you try to make that quick counterattack. Good little move there by Newarth. She's intercepted though at midfield, cleared away. Fritz is going to step up on it, take a touch, go to the middle, out wide to Hess.
Ooh, good idea there.
Good possession look, just a little bit out of the reach for Hess there.
Early on, I like how MTA is doing a good job of trying to possess the ball out of the back. That's something that I think will bode well as the game goes on, just to control the game. If they can keep that going through the midfield and then up in the third half of the field towards the Maplebrook end, I think that'll lead to something for sure later in the game.
All right, here comes the service through, and our keeper Addie Schneider is going to wisely just let that roll out. It's they're calling it a corner. Interesting. Must have gone off somebody.
It's a goal kick.
They were going to say it took a touch, so I didn't see a touch on that one. I liked Addie's idea, and here's why, Jimmy. It's wet out, and you just never know how that ball is going to react. So if it's going out on the other person, you just let it roll, take the goal kick. There's a service near post, cleared away by AJ. Beautiful play by AJ to get her whole body behind that. Now Greta is going to pick this up and start the counterattack for MTA down that far touchline. Good ball into space. Riley trying to beat the last defender. She does. Riley in on goal, 1-on-0. Here comes the shot and a goal. Riley Lawrence puts the Thunder on top, 1-0 on a beautiful play by the Thunder. Started out there with a great clearance by AJ to make sure she got her full body behind that, Jimmy, and then a great ball by Greta. Riley does the rest. It beats her defender 1-on-0, and the rest is history. So good stuff from the Thunder there to take that early lead. What'd you see there?
It just goes to show what 1-2 passing will do. Literally, we had 3 girls touch the ball from our own 18 all the way down to the end line there. It was just basically a 1-2 boom, 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 and all of a sudden Riley's off to the races and does a nice job finishing the ball there. So if you got the space and the time, minimal touches, you can move the ball down the field pretty quickly. So it was fun to see.
Well, let's hope Jared's not too busy up at wrestling camp and he was able to clean up after lunch and watch a little bit of this game here, see his daughter put the Thunder on top 1-0 early I am keeping track now. I've got 8.5 minutes in, so I probably started this thing 4 or 5 minutes late. So
I've got 13 in.
13 in. All right, we're going to go with your time there.
Nice
Catch.
job by Skylar in the middle, battling.
Lou with a quick turn. Intercepted, though. Sky chips it ahead. Good interception by Skylar now. Looking for Lou. Lou cuts it back to the middle. Here comes Riley. Riley off to the races almost again. Back line gets a foot on it, though, and it's going to be chipped into space. Minnesota Eclipse did a nice job holding the space there on Fritz to be able to turn, but Brooke did a nice job covering. Good communication there as Fritz lets Hillens know one's coming. She's going to play it out simple to Fritz. Fritz now trying to move it to the middle. Nice give and go here by the Thunder up to Cash Marzinski. Catch holding her player off, shielding nicely with that body. And that's going to go out of bounds. We'll have a blue throw. I like, Jimmy, how we got out of trouble there.
Super composed out by the back line there between Brooke and Emerson, just really taking their time, finding Ellen and Evie to be able to just kind of work the ball. Those four working really well together on this back corner just to get the ball out. It was very composed.
All right, we're going to have some subs coming in here.
Looks like we got Avery coming in. Looks like Charlotte on the back far right. We got Hadley coming in at the back left defender here. So a couple of subs coming in for MTA. Fresh legs.
Speaking of fresh legs, Riley looking very spry right now as she plays it out wide to Skylar. Skylar again looking for fresh legs. There's Marissa in pursuit. Good pressure by Marissa to force that pass, maybe earlier than they wanted to. It causes the turnover. Now Thierl plays it back, keeps it simple, looking for AJ. Now AJ's going to take some space, dump it back to Hillens. Hillens over to Gutierrez. Nice ball into the feet there, finding Newarth. Now Robinson. Thunder doing a nice job early, Jimmy, getting to 50-50 balls.
Absolutely. I was just thinking the same thing. These 50-50 balls are critical, especially when the ground is as wet as it is, and you're playing on turf. Pretty slick out there, so being first to the ball and just believing you're going to get there, it's critical for the game here. So,
all right, ref's not happy with some of the talk back, asking for calls and whatnot. So we'll see how this evolves. Eclipse now 2-on-3. Oh, what a stick there by AJ. AJ steals. Now it's up. Hadley trying to close the gap. She does. Good step by Hillens. Finds Skylar. Skylar's going to turn that out wide, looking for Marissa just out of her reach. And we'll have a throw in for Eclipse. So as I scan the field here, I am not seeing Cam.
she does not look to be on the sidelines either, so.
So that's a big loss for this this side. She has been having a really good tournament. She's a great player, and I like her physical presence that she brings. Very calming in the back, very solid first touch. But we especially miss her leadership at the back line here. So I hope everything's okay. Maybe she's just running a little late.
We something we saw out of the first couple of games from Cam was just the ability to take some shots from distance with her left foot. She's got a strong left foot.
Schneider does a nice job coming off her line. Looks like maybe this player up by Hillens might play some basketball too. Maybe they know each other. Looks like she could box out with the best of them. I think she's been that physical presence for these guys in the middle of the field. Now they've pushed her up front a little bit, Jimmy, to maybe cause some trouble across that back line.
Yeah, are you talking about this?
Is it 62 there? I
with
can't
the pink
see.
headband up there? Or
no, I'm
is it the
talking near
closer
side
one?
in front of Hadley.
62, yep.
I think she's been kind of the physical presence in the middle of the field,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. There could be somebody else back there. Let's be honest. We're about 40 yards from the center of the field at least, not further.
We've got the full zoom going here, and
Yeah, hopefully it's not too blurry. All right, back to action here. Eclipse organizing off their back line. They're going to play it through to space. Nobody home, though, really, except Gutierrez. She's going to take a couple touches, turn it out, and turnover there as the Thunder look to defend this throw-in. Eclipse making a substitution. I want to shout out, we got Mark Abood, winner of the Minnesota Thunder Open Golf Tournament this year with an astonishing 17 under. I don't think that's the first time his group's won the tournament. So
word on the street is he's actually a pretty solid golfer, so not that surprising.
Of course, his 2009 team playing in the 08 second division. They normally would have played in the first division, and in all likelihood would have been playing us in this championship game. They've got an impeccable record against 08 top-tier teams. They played in the second group just because they didn't want two MTA teams in the same pool, and they have found themselves into the championship game coming up here this afternoon. I think that's a 3:45 start. So,
there's a number of teams I think from MTA that have made it to the championship game. It's fun to be able to play some games here at home and against some other Minnesota teams.
Absolutely.
I was able to actually check out the first half of Mark's 09 team's game against that other 08 team, and God, they had I would say from a possession standpoint, it was probably an 80-20.
Wow.
Really did a great job possessing the ball and moving it around. I think the final score was maybe 5 or 6-0. So,
yeah,
impressive.
That's a special team. Of course, we've got the daughter, Gwen Skoogman of Alana Skoogman, executive director of the Young Thunderbolts program, up-and-coming feeder program. It's, I think, second or third year of existence. Doing a nice job working along with Tommy to build that program out. Start getting some homegrown players, kind of like the MLS gets their homegrown from MLS Next development academies. We could start calling the Thunderbolts the Development Academy. Jimmy, what do you think of that?
Yeah, it sounds like you might be onto something there.
Yeah, it could be an opportunity for a rebranding. Maybe make it sound, ECNL Next. It's the ECNL Next training grounds. We'll work on it.
Yeah, we could get some sponsorship potentially.
Yeah. We could really use some LASIK eye sponsorship right now as I try to follow a ball across the far touchline.
I'll go ahead and chime in since I'm the one that have the LASIK from Dr. David Whiting. Did a fantastic job on my eyes. That's Marissa on the far side there, giving a little bit of pressure. Unfortunately, it looks like the Maplebrook has got able to win the throw there. So
that's Lou Ruffian right now spinning off. That's Charlotte trying to play it back. She's got AJ. Good play by AJ. Now Hadley with some time. Hadley's going to take a touch. She's going to take her space. Through the line there, she's got Lawrence. Lawrence trying to work one-on-one. She's got an overlap run coming from Robinson. I like that run from Robinson. Keeping the defense honest. Now Marissa, top of the 18, plays it out wide. She's got Lawrence again. Lawrence with a hit. Just got under it, Jimmy.
Yeah, just kind of a little bit of a lean back on the shot there. Ended up sailing just over the crossbar, but good possession by the Thunder and the Eclipse third of the field. We like to see that, good possession. Now, Eclipse likes to play the ball short here, which they're doing right now, so hopefully we can press them and keep it in their own end here. Marissa doing a nice job down in the corner, actually wins the ball.
Marissa centering into that Lawrence, leaving it for Neuharth. There's a shot block there. Lawrence had a hit on it. Cleared away. Good first touch there by Thierl to settle that ball down. And Marissa just slips out of her reach. And we'll have a red throw. Time check here, Cass. What do we got?
22 minutes in.
22nd minute of play. 1-0 Thunder on a beautiful play there from Riley Lawrence with the assist to Greta. Joined in the booth here by Simon Thierl. Trying to stay dry in the broadcast booth here, playing a little Miss Pac-Man. It's always fun to have him on board. He's 10 years old now, just celebrated his birthday yesterday. I don't know if anyone made it over to that bounce house party DT was talking about having. It sounded like fun though. Here comes Eclipse now on the counterattack. That ball's a little too heavy, and we're going to have a keeper play that ball. Knocked down by Eclipse. There's a shot and a goal. And we're going to have this game tied up. The clearance attempt there by Schneider went off a Maplebrook player, and we're all knotted up at 1. 25th, 26th minute of play. Hopefully her players go back, pick her up there. Ball's back in play now by Lawrence. Ruffian's going to dump it into a corner. That's going to be kind of what it takes, I think, for Maplebrook early on, seeing what they've got to offer. It's going to take a little bit of luck and maybe some distance on the shots. MTA is definitely owning the possession game right now.
Definitely an unfortunate clear when ended up right on the foot of an Eclipse player, and she did a nice job of just finding the open net, staying composed, and just finishing it there. So hopefully MTA can continue to put some pressure on here. And
good first touch there by Ellen with a shot and a save. Good save there from the Maplebrook keeper. Of course, one of the best attributes for a goalie, as you and I both know, Jimmy, is short-term memory.
Exactly.
What's done is done, right?
Yep.
It's all about what's next. It's
right,
all about what's next. All right, here comes the service on the corner. Newarth deliver this ball. Looks to be good. Front post, middle of the 18. Loose ball. It's loose. Robinson trying to pull one in. Can't find the end of it yet. Still down. Played on the ground by Lou. Played out wide to Marissa. She turns and hits. And finally scooped up there. Some tense moments there for the Minnesota Eclipse defensive line as that ball is bouncing around.
Certainly would have been nice for MTA to instantly come back and get something on the board there to continue to dominate the game here, but unfortunately the wrong place at the wrong time, and the keeper was able to make the save. So
Hillens plays that up to Hadley. Hadley just dumps it down into space. That's going to go off a Maplebrook defender out of bounds. We're going to have some more subs checking back in here as we've got a stoppage. What do we got for time here, Kaz?
25 in.
How much?
25 in.
25 in. Fritz now take this throw for the Thunder. Down the line looking for Kaz, but she actually finds Lawrence. Maybe that was the intended target all along, but Newarth over to Skylar.
Oh, I like this
now.
look
Skylar
here.
into space. She saw Greta asking for it. Just out of her reach, though. Field's definitely going to play a little slicker when it's wet.
That was a great kind of eye look between both Skylar and Greta, and the ball was played just with the wetness of the grass, just kind of slipped through the end line there. But it was a great idea for sure.
Ball's going to go off of the Eclipse. I believe that'll be a blue throw as Fritz scoops this up. Gets ready to put it back into play. We're just hoping. I thought I maybe hear some thunder there, Jimmy, or is that just a dump truck? That's an airplane.
It's an airplane. It's an airplane.
Now Lou on the far touchline, working it inside the 18. There's a ball in the space. Loose. Defender falls down. Keeper off her line. Greta takes it out wide. Back to Hess. Hess delivers it in the box. And that's going to be a corner, as it was awkwardly defended there by a Minnesota Eclipse player. She did well, quite frankly, Jimmy, to keep her hands down and not create a penalty spot opportunity for the Thunder.
Thunder's been kind of deadly this weekend from a corner kick perspective. We scored a couple of goals off corners here already today. So Ellen doing a great job putting the ball at the top of the 18 or the top of the 6 there. Hopefully you can get something off of this here. That's a handball in the box. The referee lets it go.
Here comes Minnesota Eclipse on the counterattack. They got some numbers running here. One-on-one, Hillens trying to fend off. Fritz trying to track back with her defender. And Hillens does a great job defending that ball and gives her teammates in navy blue an opportunity to get back into space. Good counterattack there by the Eclipse.
Yep, it was a good counterattack, but I would say an even better track back by Brooke to be able to use her body, shield the ball, and ended up with a throw-in for MTA.
All right, there may be some Thunder. Let's see. No, it's just a throw-in. I thought maybe they were asking the players to clear the field. So that's flicked on by the Eclipse, out of bounds. Hess will go collect this again. Big throw from Hess, flicked on. Nice body check there, delivered to Neuarth to slow her down, but Thunder still sticking with it. Greta and Neuarth now dispossessed. Here comes Eclipse. Neuarth bodies her player off, trying to win that ball. Play on, advantage Eclipse as they're running into space. There's a big ball played in. Fritz is trying to track back. Eclipse able to turn and face here. And that's going to be well wide, and it's going to be, was that touched by Fritz? Looks like
it
it
looks
was.
like it's going to be a corner kick for Eclipse.
Fritz denies the service attempt, but gives up the corner in doing so. Put the camera here inside the 18-yard box as Maple Eclipse gets another opportunity. Ball played on the ground, cleared away. Good first touch there by the Thunder. Out of bounds. I think that was Cash Marzinski that got a piece of it. And it's going to be a red throw. We've got some subs coming in here for Eclipse. All right, whistle blown here to resume play. Throw down the line. Fritz trying to hold up her player. She does, and it's going to be blue throw. Throw there looking for Lawrence to turn. She does.
Emerson.
Lawrence trying to cut to some open space. Trying
asking
to play
for the referee to get out of her way.
Yep. Lawrence now ball into space,
nice
looking for
ball
Greta
up there
potentially.
for Greta.
Might be a little too heavy. We'll see if it rolls out. No, Maplebrook is going to elect to just to play that out of bounds. Looked like they could maybe let that ride, Jimmy, for a goal kick, but they elect to kick it out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have made it all the way. The rain is starting to come down again, so maybe that's a sign of good things to come for us, because I think when we scored our first goal, it was pretty heavy from a rain standpoint. So,
all right, we got a Eclipse throw or foul here against the Thunder, so we'll have a red. Looks like a red throw.
I really like the Thunder to not drop back so deep. I just don't think the Eclipse have anybody who can put the ball too far. To keep the ball in their own end here, like let's put a little bit of pressure and force them to do something with the ball.
Good strong call there from the goalkeeper to let her defender know she was off her line, ready to pick that up. Now the Thunder drops. Big punt here from the keeper. One in the air by Maplebrook, but they send it backwards, and Lou gets his foot on it. And again, Maplebrook just clearing it off that back line. Not showing a lot of quality touches on the buildup. Using their size and speed to their advantage. Just sending long balls. Brooke Hillens with an amazing first touch, quite frankly. One that I'm sure Dad Jeff Hillens will be proud of as he's tuning in today from Chicago. Maybe taking this game in with a little pregame Father's Day beverage as his daughter Lauren's team gets ready to try to go for their third win in as many days as they kick off tonight at 6 o'clock Central in that U.S. Club Regional. Sitting in really good shape right now at 2-0. One more win and they'll get to stay an extra day. Jimmy, play for the championship on Monday.
Nothing wrong with that. A lot of fun things to do in Chicago, for sure.
Championship Monday?
Championship Monday. Want to remind the viewers at home that our stat guy Ethan Schneider continues to decide that he wants to sit out in the rain as opposed to getting some cover under the umbrella, taking one for the team. Really looking forward to hearing kind of the stats rundown at halftime.
Played into the middle, nobody home except Neuarth. She's going to play it back to AJ. AJ out wide. She's got Audie. Audie with a little space, being closed down now. Dumps it up. A little too hot to handle there as Eclipse takes over. 2-on-2 opportunity here. AJ steps up to slow things down. Ref says all ball. And we'll see which way the flag goes. It's going to be a Eclipse throw. Looking forward to halftime almost to get some of these Chipotle stats.
33.
And we only have a couple minutes to play here as we're in the 33rd minute of play. That's going to be out of bounds off of Navy. No, they're going to say it's a Navy throw. So back into the hands of Hess. Hess with the big throw. Flick on there by Skylar. Skylar again with a great header looking for Riley. Loose ball played by AJ. Flicked on by the Eclipse. Couple balls played in the air. Fritz waiting for that ball to come down. Now Fritz on it. Pressure coming from behind. She's going to play it back to Hillens, who's got a lot of daylight to look at. Good pass there, allowing Skylar to keep on running with it. Now it's a Hess. Oh, Hess, nice little hesitation move there.
Keep her run.
Just got a little text message from Hillens. He thinks we're mind reading because he's doing exactly what we thought he was. He is who we thought he was.
Yeah. Anytime you can quote Denny Green from a press conference back from the late 90s, early 2000s, I think you got a good guy doing play-by-play.
Still all-time, one of the all-time great quotes. But I
he
just say,
is who we thought he is, and we're proud of that.
Yeah. All right, here comes AJ working one-on-one with one of the captains, wearing that captain's armband for the Chick-fil-A sponsored Minnesota Eclipse. I was a big fan of Chick-fil-A until we played these guys and they started getting physical, and I didn't love the dirty play, but I'm all about clean physical, but I'll probably make an exception, still find myself eating the Chick-fil-A
I like
sandwich.
that run.
Oh, Cash Marzinski in. Great play by the keeper to come out for line. Great save by the keeper to keep this game tied at 1.
I'm a big fan of Chick-fil-A. I like their spicy chicken sandwich. It's kind of my go-to.
Well, we really got to call out our sponsor because we've got nothing. We have no affiliation with Chick-fil-A, and quite frankly, right now, tastes terrible. I think a quesadilla from Chipotle would taste way better. I think it's healthier and it's got more protein.
Well, you couldn't even get Chick-fil-A today, right?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A, they're closed on Sundays.
It's closed on Sundays. So.
That's like -5 points right there.
Yeah, so that's going to do it for the first half, folks. We are knotted up at 1. MTA with a lion's share of the possession. What would you – I don't know if our stats guy keeps possession, but I'm going to go with at least 65%.
Yeah,
would be
I would agree.
my guess.
Yeah, he's giving a thumbs up. He agrees.
All right,
the official
so
stats.
Let's take a look at the numbers here for the first half.
So it looks like corners, actually Eclipse had 4 corners, MTA only 3, so Eclipse winning the battle there. Shots on goal, MTA had 8, Eclipse had 2. Oh, that was total shots. I'm sorry, shots on goal, 2 for MTA, 1 for Eclipse. So of the 8 shots on goal, shots total, MTA only had 2 on goal. Eclipse playing a little bit more physical. They had three fouls. MTA only had the 1 foul in the first half. And then as far as saves go, the Eclipse keeper had 3, and Addison, our keeper of the day today, only had 1 save. So again, I think we're looking forward to a good second half, but the stats kind of tell the picture of what's been happening here in the first half. A lot of opportunities for MTA, just not able to capitalize.
All right, folks, we're going to put you on mute, take about a 8-10 minute break here during halftime.
Thanks again to Ethan, our stat guy.
Yeah, thank you, Ethan Olson. Or Ethan, why do I call him that all the time? I always have Ethan Olson on the mind because he's the new keeper for Edina. Ethan Schneider. Ethan Schneider. Say it with me.
Ethan Schneider.
Schneider. All right, folks, we'll be back. Now we forgot to update. All right, folks, sorry. We got to update the scoreboard here as we get ready for action. Second half up. All right, we're getting ready for second half action. Minnesota Eclipse starting out with this one. As they're going to organize off the back line. Good couple touches early on here from Eclipse as they look to build up. And well, we've got 2005 ECNL boys player Cohen Fritz digging in the pocket here in the broadcast booth looking for car keys. Probably looking for either a snack or maybe an umbrella.
Yeah, a couple of the Fritz boys looking for some shelter from the umbrella here.
We got Caden Fritz in the house.
Back early from the cabin, I hear.
Owner, CEO of Fritz Construction. Having a booming business year here after COVID, that big building rush.
Love to get them involved from a sponsorship standpoint. I'm not sure if we could get any money off of them. But
we could convince him it's a tax write-off. He's always looking for ways to keep some more money in his pocket or give it to someone else besides Uncle Sam. Ball's cleared away. It's nice to see the brothers here supporting their sister in her championship efforts up here in Blaine, Minnesota. So they left the cabin early, undoubtedly because the weather was poor.
I thought it was for Father's Day.
Oh, is it Father's Day?
Yeah, spent some time with their dad.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to all the fathers out there again. I don't know if we've done that today on the second broadcast, but you know, for those who didn't tune in earlier this morning, happy Father's Day.
All right, here comes the Thunder now trying to build up near side here. This is Marissa, the Blaine native, Spring Lake Park Schools. She's bodied off that ball. It's going to go out of bounds. We'll have a Eclipse throw. Big throw there. I understand Marissa has some friends and old teammates on that TC Fire team, so fun for her to get that dub yesterday. I am starting to see, though, how Maple Brook, Minnesota Eclipse here can pull off some upset victories. I didn't see them beating TC Fire, but watching them today, I can understand the game plan on how that might happen.
They do a good job getting numbers behind the ball, packing the box, which has really led to the score line today, 1-1. So
Hadley Gutierrez dispossessed. Here comes a counter attack, though. Running at the back line, looking dangerous. Eclipse trying to take it out wide. Hillens trying to stay with her shoulder to shoulder. Good trap there by AJ, and they're going to call a foul, or is that
corner kick?
Okay, corner kick coming up here for Eclipse. So just those one-on-one counters, if they can even develop this corner, that's an opportunity for them to get numbers in the box, Jimmy, and be dangerous.
Yeah, corner kicks are always a dangerous opportunity. We've given up more corners today than we've had, so it's a good opportunity here for Eclipse. The ball's definitely going to slide through.
Good clear there by Hillens to get her foot up. Still in the box, though. Yeah, that was, I believe, Lou clearing that ball out. Oh, there's a hit from distance right into the breadbasket there of Addie Schneider. She wraps up that rebound, waits for her team to push up. She's going to give this ball a ride into the wind, though. Jimmy, we're definitely looking at a club and a half, 2 clubs, yeah. I'd say. It's
I agree.
Definitely not helping the Thunder. It's a little bit.
And the wind, we didn't really have the wind in the first half, so nothing we could have taken advantage of at the beginning of the game, and just more opportunity for us to keep the ball on the ground and keep possession, which we should be doing a better job of anyway, being the more skilled team. But
yep. Ball played out wide to Hadley. Hadley trying to push it up the near sideline. Pressure there by Eclipse, and that ball rolls out of bounds. Going to be a red throw.
Nice step by Brooke there.
Inside positioning gain there by Hillens as Riley runs onto this one, forces the clearance off the back line. That's what we see. A lot of clearance off that back line. And this one's going to be dumped out of bounds by Eclipse. And Thunder will restart near the half line, midway point. A little bit behind. Good. Ball in pursuit now. Here comes Schneider off her line. Going to clear that one out of bounds.
Smart play.
She was outside her 18 there, so hands were not an option. Eclipse now getting ready to put this ball back into play. Good pressure there from Robinson. And AJ steps up, pushes that ball out. Eclipse now trying to work some possession off that back line. Ball played off of Robinson. It's going to be a Eclipse throw.
God, we have to really be first to the ball here, especially with the wet conditions.
There's a trip there off of Hillens, and they're going to award a foul to the Thunder as Hillens got taken out and then pushed that ball out of bounds. Not the first half. I don't think we're looking for the first couple minutes we wanted to get under our belt here, Jimmy. No real threats in this end of the field as of yet. Played out wide by Thierl over to Marissa. Marissa now taking some space in the middle. Ball trying to play Riley through the line that wasn't quite there yet. Now Skylar slowing things down, plays it out wide to Gutierrez. Gutierrez now playing to Riley. That's the idea there. It's kicked out of bounds. Should be a corner, and it will be. Thunder like to get that ball to Lawrence. Use her speed and power. Paid off once for them already today. They're looking for another one.
Really good camera angle here for this corner kick
really
based
is.
on our positioning. So
you can see the MTA tent there in the background, borrowed from the Minnesota Rush in their team colors. Too big to fit on the sidelines between fields, so we had to settle for putting the bags under it in the corner. Service from Ellen, about 8-9 yards out. It's loose. Riley trying to settle. Chip it out to Skylar. Back to Charlotte. Charlotte's going to have a hit. Bouncing ball scooped up. No rebound. Thierl didn't get all of it, and the keeper did well to get behind it. Here comes a big punt. That's going to be settled there by Skylar. She gets a touch on it. Eclipse comes away with it, though. That's going to be kicked out of bounds, and we'll have a red throw. I wonder if we forgot to do the time again, or if Cash still has it for this half.
We got 7 minutes in.
All right, 7 minutes in. We'll have a red throw.
One more.
as a reminder, we're playing 35-minute halves for this tournament, so
Hadley Gutierrez lets that roll out of bounds. Going to be a Navy throw. Throw goes to Eclipse there, and Eclipse trying to work a counter. They've got some space now. Shot blocked there by Thierl. Another hit coming. Hadley defending. That should roll out for a goal kick. Good block there by Thierl. That was a well-hit ball. Anytime you can get good laces through that ball, Jimmy, on a wet day like today, you just, never know what's going to happen. Looks like you're going to be holding up the umbrella the rest of the day, huh?
yeah, it looks like it's
Is it starting to break or bend?
starting to got a little bit of a weight issue here. I don't know if that's going to help at all.
All right, this ball is played, intended for Lawrence. Going to roll out of bounds. Eclipse. Throw in. Eclipse now starting to, right now, Jimmy, Eclipse really kind of owning the possession. Most of this game has been played in our zone.
We're just hanging on to the ball too long. I think that's Ellen right there is a prime example. Like, the ball was there. You could have played the ball through to Marissa. She was, in position. We just won too many touches.
Marissa, good ball there out wide to Gutierrez, taking space. Gutierrez throws it into space. Nobody home except a couple Eclipse jerseys, though. Riley trying to win it back. It's out of bounds off Eclipse.
That's an okay play as long as we get everybody up and kind of, work to keep the ball in this own end. But if you can look at the big gap that we have between our back three defenders and the center mid, that's prime real estate for Eclipse to be able to clear the ball out, take that space. And here we go.
Good step by AJ there.
You're really left with a 3-on-2 situation if they're able to clear the ball out there.
Ball into the middle. Lou to Riley. Riley trying to, it's a great stick there by Eclipse. Another good challenge there by Eclipse as they get all ball.
Eclipse winning the 50-50 balls in this second half. MTA needs to do a better job taking some shots when they have the opportunity, something that they did do in the second half against Fire, and they are not doing it today. Looking for that perfect touch to set up their shot. Well, let's test this keeper here.
Big throw there from Eclipse, settled in the middle of the field. Lou with it now. Played ahead. She's got Lawrence. Lawrence trying to get out for line. Lawrence with a shot. Big save from the keeper. What a save. Well, I tell you what, Jimmy, she's going to be tough to beat on these through balls. She's coming off her line aggressively, and she's not stopping.
Nope.
And we're going to have a red throw here as the ref blows his whistle.
It's off the keeper.
Your linesman's 10 years old.
Here comes the throw now from Eclipse.
No. Clearly a MTA throw on that one, but
Avery plays it nice little give and go with Skylar. Skylar going through the middle, gets dispossessed finally. That's a foul on Eclipse. Oh, they're going to call it on Skylar. So we'll have an Eclipse kick here.
interesting call.
Mystery calls out there.
Yeah.
Lou now. Play it out wide for Thierl. Thierl out to Marissa. Marissa being closed in, double team on her, plays it back to Thierl. Good ball over to AJ. Eclipse right now in really good formation, shutting everything down. There's not a lot of open
Push,
players.
push, push!
Good move by Ellen there to turn. Bodied off, and that's out of bounds.
Referee having a little conversation with the some of the MTA fans. Very confident in his calls, even though a couple of them have been absolutely incorrect. Say it with confidence, and guess you believe it's true.
Maplebrook with time to turn now.
Just giving Maplebrook way too much time and space. We had two girls on that number 34 with the ball, and they both dropped off of her. Let her turn freely and have space, as opposed to putting some pressure on to try to lock them down here in this corner.
We got
13 minutes in.
13 minutes in. We got some substitutions coming now for the Thunder. Fritz getting ready to take this throw. Fritz looking for Riley Lawrence. In traffic, turns, trying to find Lou. Cleared away by Maplebrook. The Eclipse. Fritz in pursuit now. Fritz tied up there. It's going to give up a throw-in. Played in by Eclipse. Flick to the middle. They've got an open player there. And there's a shot. She fans on it. Schneider off her line. Scoop that up. Good heads-up goalkeeping there by Schneider to be aware of that loose ball. There's a punt, one in the air by Eclipse. Riley settles, flicks it ahead. She's got Greta running onto it. Eclipse will get there first. Just turn it out. They give it back. Ellen back to Fritz. Fritz cutting it back, looking for AJ. AJ back to Hillens. Now Hess. Good pull back there by Hess. Hillens to AJ. AJ trying to push it here. That pass was intercepted, intended for Greta.
It's a good idea. I mean, I'd like to see that ball a little bit more over the top into the corner so Greta can run onto it. Just trying to be too precise on that pass. Nice job by Lou, giving a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, a little casual by Eclipse back there. Lou almost took advantage of it. Here comes Maple, but Fritz steps up, wins the ball. Try to turn this a quick counter. Lou spins and turns into Lawrence. Lawrence with a hit. That's just wide. Just inside the 18 there on that turn and hit. Didn't get quite all of it.
Yeah, there's definitely some good possession. Good call by Chris there. Good possession there. I like that Riley took the shot from outside of the 18. We did a little bit more of that. If we think about yesterday when we played the Fire, I think a couple of our goals came from outside of the 18. One in particular from Lou, the game winner, came from well outside the 18. It was a perfectly placed shot, but that's what we need more of. Let's get some shots on net here and then crash the net.
All right, Eclipse throw. Hasnell plays it up, intercepted by Eclipse. They win that one-on-one battle. Now into the middle of the Skylar. Skylar quickly over to Ellen. Ellen to Riley. Good first touch from Lawrence. Oh, that one gets away from her, but Lou's in. Here comes Lou with a left-footed shot. She didn't get all of it, and that's a foul. Nope. It's a corner. Okay. Corner's the call. It's a big stop there. That was a dangerous play for Thunder.
How was that not?
That was a huge stop. Lou didn't get all of it.
Well, I think she didn't get all of it because she was fouled. I'm just going to call a spade here.
Good service from Neuarth off a Maplebrook player. We'll have another MTA kick here. Comes the service from Neuarth. This one's a little bit further out. Riley gets a head on it. It's loose in the box. Greta tries to settle it. Lou now with it. Lou back to Fritz.
Hit it!
Fritz with a shot. Cleared away by a Maplebrook defender. There's a shot by Skylar. Now Riley from behind. There's a hit. Shot, a goal! AJ! No, that was Ellen. Ellen with a hit to put the Thunder back on top, 2-1. Great sequence there for the Thunder as they continue to put that ball back inside the 18. And they go back up on top by a goal. Lots of time still remaining in this second half.
That was a situation where we were just going to keep jamming it in there and keep keeping the pressure on and just taking shots until we found the back of the net. Started off with the corner from Ellen, with a shot from Emerson and a few other shots. Finally able to find the back of the net. Ellen coming from the far corner kick side.
It's a turnover down low. Cleared out. Fritz there marking. Fritz trying to shield. Fritz able to
Great turn.
Fritz down to Greta. Good open up there by Greta. Oh, nice turn equally though. Push off there and we'll have a foul call against Greta.
Blue, stay up! Blue, stay up! Keep them in here! Sorry, I had to do a little.
That was good. Oh. Bounces over Fritz's head. Good challenge there from AJ as she great tackle from AJ. Big throw now, Maplebrook. Cleared ahead, looking for Lou. It's out of her reach. Eclipse though, fans on it. Still loose. Eclipse still on the end of it. Trying to find some space. Greta checking back. There's a hit from distance. One hop. Schneider collects. Just like collecting a bounce pass in basketball there. Big punt from Schneider up to the halfway mark. Settled by Eclipse. Possession though controlled now by the Thunder. There's Evie Kashmarzinski. She's dispossessed. Here comes Eclipse on the counter. Ball into space. Hillen's in pursuit. That ball is going to roll out of bounds for a blue throw. So we near the 20-minute mark of this half. Still 15 minutes left to play. Throw by Red. Hillens trying to ride this out, and that's going to be a goal kick. Good body positioning there by Hillens. Sometimes it looks like a foul, but it's just body protecting the ball. All right, big strong kick there from Schneider as it sails over the first line. Here comes Greta now. Greta chips it ahead. Lawrence in.
No!
She's offside. Just a little offside. Good look there from the Thunder.
It was not offside. I think that was a great through ball. It was just wide open for. I don't think she was past the last defender on that.
Well, hopefully we got on video and we can check afterwards.
Yeah, let's check the video replay.
Ball
Thus, obviously, you could tell my displeasure with that offsides call with the large scream of no.
Good steal there from Eclipse. Fritz trying to prevent the turn. She does. Now Newarth trying to get there. Eclipse dumps it in the middle, hoping for the best. Now AJ with it. AJ turning it out wide. Eclipse still in possession. One-on-one here for Audie. Good defensive play there, and that's going to be out of bounds for a red throw.
Good battle in that far corner. Down there, a lot of leaning between the two girls down there, shoulder to shoulder. Good step by Riley there.
Eclipse definitely turning up the heat here. You can feel the game starting to be played a little bit deeper into that MTA zone. Opening up space for some of these counterattacks like we saw outside just a few minutes ago. Ellen now wins that battle, chips it ahead. Lawrence wasn't ready for it. And Maple Brook on the counter. Settled in the middle by Skylar. Skylar back to the back line. Hillens over to AJ. AJ up to Greta. Greta, nice little sidestep there over to Lou. Here comes Lou and Riley on a 2-on-2. Riley with it now, or Lou into Riley. Finds her feet. Riley trying to chip it over to Evie. Ball's loose. Cleared away. Audie trying to get there. Jump dumped into space. Hillens collects. Cuts back to the middle. Plays it to Ellen. Ellen out wide to Hess. Hess through the lines. Finds Lawrence. Lawrence on the turn. Cutting through the middle. Dispossessed though by Eclipse. And they're trying to get back, but there's going to be a foul, I think, on Lawrence. And Eclipse will have a free kick. Here comes the ball back in play. Good first touch there. Knockdown. That was Skylar. Gave it to Lou, and they're going to play on. MTA players falling all over the place. Fritz finds Greta. Greta. Maplebrook definitely stabbing at these opponents, and she is down for this one. So I think she got hurt earlier, Jimmy, and this may be just a worsening of the same injury.
Yeah, it looks like she's definitely in some pain down there.
Notice Maple, I keep calling Maplebrook, but I noticed Eclipse, they're starting to step up and stab at some of these runners that are coming at them. They're not.
Yeah, if the MTA can take advantage of that and just kind of be strong on the ball, put something through here, we could continue to put some pressure here on this back line and the keeper. The back line for Eclipse has definitely been strong today.
Yep. Yeah, the quality chances have been few and far in between. Fortunate for the Thunder, to this point, they've been able to capitalize on two of them. Do a little time check here.
Uh, 24.
24th minute. We're going to have some stoppage added, I'm sure, for this one.
Yeah, we got some excitement next door.
Ball's back in play. Out to Fritz. Fritz one more, out to Greta. Greta cuts it back to the middle. Greta looking for Lauren. She's got her. Lauren's trying to turn through traffic. Lou's going to be offside if she gets played. Ball chipped back into the middle. Newarth uses her body to shield. Ellen now dumps to Skylar. She's got pressure coming from behind. Skylar avoids it though. There's the hit, and it's comfortably saved there by the Eclipse keeper.
This keeper is shown to have a pretty big punt. Again, almost a half.
I mean, Jimmy, she's not even really leaning into that. She's dropping it and punting it. She's not even taking like 2-3 steps. Hillen's now with it, across the back line, looking for AJ. AJ, the big miss there. Nice little quick footwork. Greta asking for it. In on Greta. Greta slows things down. Into the middle. Lou trying to turn. Lou showing good patience. Back to Fritz. A little short though, doesn't make it all the way, and AJ plays it back to Ellen. Ellen to Skylar. Skylar wants a hit. She's going to go wide left. Good opportunity there. The Thunder's getting some looks. A little bit more spacing there in the middle as the back line's kind of holding that 18.
Yeah, it's good to see us taking some shots there. Something that we weren't doing in the first half.
Ball's in play. Big kick there, one in the air by Skylar. And that's dumped way deep in the corner. It looks like it's going to roll out. No, Hess keeps it in, plays it back to Hillens. Hillens up to Newarth. A little short of her though, and Eclipse steals. Now kicked ahead by the Thunder. Lawrence on the end of it. Oh, what a little move there. Cheeky little play by Lawrence. Give and go from Lou. Not quite enough weight on that return pass from Lou, and it goes out of bounds. We'll have a Navy throw here. The ball finds Lawrence. Back into the middle to Newarth. Newarth with a hit from distance. That's going to be wide. Thunder really starting to test this goalie from 20, 22 yards out.
Yeah, I like to see it. I mean, anytime we're doing that too, we're actually, we're taking some time off the clock here, and if we could just lock them into this end, the Eclipse likes to play short. We got to really be ready for that and put some pressure on.
Here they come.
They should not be able to play the ball out of the back that easily.
That ball's played out of bounds. We'll have a Navy throw. Flicked down there nicely by Lawrence. That's a high kick, no call. Lawrence still with it, kicked away by Red, and we'll have a Navy throw. Corner kick's the call. Big corner kick opportunity here, Jimmy, to really put some more distance between themselves and Eclipse. Eclipse still just hanging around, only down a goal. Lots of time left for them. Ellen going to try to put this one back in. It's going to go off a Maplebrook player, and we'll have another corner kick opportunity. It's like Cash Marzinski was maybe trying to flick that first one in. Working that front post. Got Skylar, Riley, Lou. We got 6 players inside the box right now. There's a ball, it's just going to go wide, never really made it in. And we've got some subs coming in here.
In.
28 minutes in here. We're going to have some more subs coming in for the final 7 or so minutes.
Push up, Blue!
Ball chipped into space. A little too heavy though, and Thunder will get this throw. This is Charlotte Thierl.
Charlotte probably has the biggest throw on the team.
Guessing next to Addie. I have to believe Addie's got a pretty strong throw in. Although she's usually in the center part of the field, so
yeah,
we don't
she doesn't
see
take
it.
a lot of throws, but she does have a pretty good throw. Able to use a little bit of her height to whip it.
Good ball here now. Riley inside the 18. And she's fouled in the box. I think this is going to be a call.
Penalty.
Yep, it's a penalty.
Given a penalty kick.
So 2 Eclipse girls hurt on that one, but
Yeah.
The head official looked to the side judge to see if there's anything there. She didn't see anything, so he elected to award it. So looks like all right, so we got penalty coming up here for Riley Lawrence. This is a big part of the game here, Jimmy. This could really separate the Thunder, give them some more room, or it could give a boost to Eclipse.
I like there's Eclipse girl number 9 was trying to show where the penalty kick was supposed to be taken from. That is way too far. You got to count that off. Count it off!
There's no way.
That's too far!
Wow. What is going on here? This is nowhere near 12 yards out. That's what? 18, 17, 16, 15? Shot and a goal. Doesn't matter. It's never in doubt.
Oh my gosh. Literally, that was a...
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
All right, we're going to have a red card here. They're gone. So now what happens when they're out? Just yellow. We'll update the scoreboard here. All right, 3-1 Thunder takes the lead.
Oh, nice job by Riley to finish that PK from 15 yards.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
I think that was like 17.
17 was a yard inside the 18-yard box.
So Jimmy, here's a question for you. These are permanent lines on these turf. Why
I don't even
is
think
there
there's
not a spot?
Yeah, I
for
have
that?
no idea why there isn't a spot or why the referee didn't count it out.
Well, he took advice from the Eclipse.
Yeah, he did. He put the ball right where the Eclipse player said it should be taken from, and he must be a big fan of Chick-fil-A or something. I don't know.
Lou, some fancy footwork there. Riley settles. Cleared out of bounds. That's going to be off of MTA, and they'll give a red throw. They're going to play quick as they're down 2. I don't know if that ever made it in. It did not. All right, they'll get to redo it here. Never understood that rule in soccer, Jimmy. If the ball doesn't go in,
It needs to be punished.
Right, I agree. Yeah, you should. If the ball doesn't go in, the ball goes to the other team.
one in the air there by Robinson. Now AJ tracking down. Here comes the Eclipse. Broken up there by Thero. They go again at Thero. She clears it out. Skylar trying to slow things down. Skylar's going to clear that out. Time is on the Thunder side now. Is no need to do anything too fancy here. They can start to play a little bit more conservative. Not take any chances. So we got a sub coming in. All right, here comes the throw. Eclipse. Back to their captain. Nice cut up the middle. Played into space. Finds the end of a Eclipse player, but Brooke Hillen's there to clear that away. She's got a wide open Marissa. Marissa now. Oh, nice hesitation move there by Marissa. Down low again to Marissa. She cuts it off of a Maplebrook Eclipse player, and we'll have another corner coming up here for the Thunder as time winds down in this championship game. MTA with a solid 3-1 lead and lots of possession. Feeling good about their chances right now. Newarth getting ready to serve this in. Tight space there, and the keeper solid off her line. Collects it, no rebound. She's going to push her players up, maybe give this thing a ride. She's going to step into this one. Doesn't get all of it. It's going to one hop off of, well, actually Skylar won that in the air. Nice play, Skylar. Eclipse though with possession now. Pushed off by Gutierrez. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Navy. Will have a red throw.
Good shoulder-to-shoulder challenge down there by Marissa. Good to see Marissa back on the field this weekend. I know she's been kind of bothered by an injury for the last several months, but you know what? Those are some tricky, that's a tricky injury for sure, so it's good to see her back out there.
Schneider off her line to scoop that up easily. Probably happy to touch the ball for a change. It's been a few minutes since she's done so. It's a big punt by Schneider up near the halfway mark. Cleared away by Hillens up to Skylar. Now Marissa checks back to the ball. She's clipped. They're going to say play on.
Nice job by Marissa to come back and collect that ball after being taken out in the center of the field. The referee called fair challenge on that one. He makes the call and he sticks with it.
Lifted her foot up, so we're going to have a Navy. We're in stoppage time now, according to the unofficial timekeeper, Chris Marzinski. Father of 2 MTA players and 1 dog named Pebbles. That's the answer to our trivia question, by the way, from yesterday. We didn't have any winners. That's a push off. Yeah, I think that is that's it. The Thunder are your champs as they go back to celebrate with their goalkeeper. They're your 2021 All-American Cup Female U13 group winners. Capping out a fun season that was full of some trials and tribulations due to COVID, but we were able to get most of the games in. Jimmy had to travel a little bit more than normal just because there wasn't a lot of home games, but It's nice to finish the season off with 4 straight wins. I think it proved that the girls did get some development in through those ECNL games, learning how to play with very little time and space, and we're able to bring that back to Minnesota and use the extra time and space to their advantage. So
yeah, no, it was a good way to finish the season for sure. Just, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk a little bit about the stats here from Ethan Schneider. He did a great job in the second half, keeping the stats for us. If he could just walk those over from the rain and let us know kind of where we stand from a stats perspective. So MTA ended up with 9 corners. Eclipse had 5. So total shots in general, MTA had 19, with Eclipse ended up with 7. 10 of those shots by MTA were actually on goal. Eclipse only ended up with 3 shots on goal. 5 for 5 on both fouls for both MTA and Eclipse, and of course Eclipse had 7 saves more than MTA with 5, just because of the number of shots that we had. So special shout out to Ethan Schneider again for doing the stats.
Yeah, thank you, Ethan.
Pulling some duty there in the rain, and appreciate his contributions to the broadcast crew this season.
Yeah, thanks to Tommy and Young Kim for their coaching this year, and to our manager Jeff Gutierrez for managing all the stuff that needs to be done.
Manager with the mostest, for sure.
So
does a
it
great
was a
job.
pleasure. So for Chris Marzinski, the camera guy, I'm Rob Fritz, Jimmy Schneider. It's been fun, boys.
Yeah, it's fun.
Look forward to doing this again with you guys soon.
Yep.